Birth is a beautiful part of life. It is the beginning of a bond between a mother and their child. I believe every mother shares this common goal that they want this procedure to be as intimate as possible and make it special to always remember. Having an anxiety-free birth is ultimately the goal, so that the mother and the baby remain calm and don't raise their risk of any possible issues. It is important to remember, though, that not every mother pictures their ideal birth in the same way. There are essentially 3 different places for women to give birth. A hospital, which is the most common, where you will be supported and surrounded by multiple doctors and nurses. It can be very loud and chaotic, but you do have the best emergency medicine. At the comfort of their own home is also an option, which can be considered more peaceful, surrounded by family and a midwife, and still have access to medicine through the midwife. And last, in a birthing center. Most women don't even consider outside of a hospital because society has put labels on it to make it seem less safe and sanitary compared to a hospital. Women should be given the option to decide where their ideal birthing space would be and be given the guidance by a professional how to make that as safe as possible. People always say, "A mother knows best." And while that was the worst phrase that I heard growing up, it is true. A mother is sharing her body with her fetus for 9 months, so I can only imagine how her body and brain adapts to take care of both. If she believes giving birth at home is where her and the child would feel most comfortable, then she should have the best resources to do so. There are important practicalities to consider while making your decision where to give birth. First is the most obvious, the personal comfort. Would you prefer a calm and quiet setting in your home, or would you feel more comfortable in a hospital with doctors taking great care of both you and the neonate? Next is the medical practicality, which is the most important. You must consider whether you are safe giving birth in a place other than a hospital. People who have diabetes, high blood pressure, are overweight, or other medical conditions are often advised not to have a home birth because of the high risk and the potential need for medical interference. Hospital expenses may also be a great factor on your choice. Some insurances only cover a home birth or only a hospital birth. Also, the price of giving birth vastly differs between home and a hospital. Home births cost between $4,000 to $8,000, while hospitals go up to $50,000. Last is the geographic factor. USA is not very good at home births compared to other countries such as the UK and Canada. Those countries have qualified, high-quality midwives. Hospitals obviously have great medical care, which is why people are more likely to have their kids there. In America, less than 1% of births are home births, but the numbers are on the rise. There is a need for more properly trained midwives and not just people getting certified online. I personally would consider having my child at home. I think it's more intimate and starts their life surrounded by family in a low-stress environment. Throughout the pregnancy, I get to feel how the baby moves, feels, and grows, and I would also love to experience birth with my baby and I, not by doctors controlling my every move. Birth is a natural part of life, and people thousands of years ago never had the option to have their baby in a hospital. My personal values do have a major influence on my decision. I am a person who always practices mindfulness, is very present, and takes in how I feel in any situation or environment. Women should have full control over her body and have a choice in where she gives birth without any judgment. If she chooses to have a home birth, she should be given the best care possible. With that, midwives should have extensive medical training to be the best prepared for home births, and if an insurance company covers a hospital birth, they should also cover a home birth. Thank you.